Forget the diet and exercise routines you're used to hearing about. Beyond the red carpet and perfectly staged selfies, a quiet revolution is taking over Hollywood. It's centered on a controversial drug and the untold stories of the stars living with its consequences. What if the real price of perfection was way higher than you ever imagined? These are the stories you weren't meant to see. Known for her brutal honesty, Amy Schumer was just as blunt about her experience. She admitted to trying Ozempic but had to stop because the side effects were too much. "I was one of those people that felt so sick and couldn't play with my son," she shared. Schumer described being so weak that she was bedridden. Though she lost weight, the constant nausea made her life unbearable. She later found out she has a gene, GDF15, that makes her extremely prone to nausea, explaining her severe reaction. Now she calls out her peers for not being truthful about their weight loss methods. "You are on Ozempic or one of those things, or you got work done. Just stop. Be real with the people." British actor and comedian Stephen Fry was an early adopter, but his initial excitement quickly disappeared. "I started feeling sick, and I started getting sicker and sicker and sicker," Fry said, adding that he was vomiting up to 5 times a day. It was a brutal side effect that ultimately forced him to quit. Sharon Osbourne's journey with the drug turned into a stark cautionary tale. After losing 42 pounds, she found she couldn't stop, dropping to under 100 pounds. "I didn't want to go this thin," she admitted. "It just happened." Osbourne said she felt she had become too gaunt, which scared her husband, Ozzy. She also suffered from constant vomiting in the first few weeks, and now warns that the drug should be kept away from younger people. Perhaps one of the most troubling stories comes from TikTok star and model Remy Bader. Prescribed Ozempic for prediabetes and insulin resistance, she found that after she stopped taking it, her binge eating became so much worse. "I saw a doctor and they were like, 'It's 100% because I went on Ozempic,'" she explained. The end result? She gained back double the weight she had lost. Bader later shared that her experience with daily vomiting was so harrowing, she eventually chose to have gastric bypass surgery. Comedian Tracy Morgan, who has type 2 diabetes, praised the drug in August 2023, saying it cuts my appetite in half. But just 7 months later, he joked on The Tonight Show, "I've learned to out-eat Ozempic. I out-ate Ozempic. I've gained 40 pounds. Days later, Morgan clarified that his comment was a joke and that Ozempic did great by me. Even more layered is the story of Oprah Winfrey. After decades of public obsession with her weight, she revealed she now uses a weight loss medication, though she has never specified which one. She described it as a gift and a tool to manage the constant food noise. "I'm absolutely done with the shaming from other people and particularly myself," she declared. Oprah's journey reflects a shift in seeing obesity not as a moral failing, but as a chronic disease managed with medical help. This complexity has ignited a fierce debate. On one side are advocates for honesty, like Rebel Wilson, who admitted she briefly used Ozempic for maintenance after losing 80 pounds. She said, "Someone like me could have a bottomless appetite for sweets, so I think those drugs can be good." Comedian Chelsea Handler confessed her anti-aging doctor hands it out to anybody, and she didn't even realize she was taking semaglutide, the generic name for Ozempic, until a friend pointed it out. On the other side, Kelly Osbourne, whose mother had a negative experience, controversially called the drug amazing. She suggested that people who criticize it are secretly using it or are just mad they can't afford it. Meanwhile, Shahs of Sunset star Golnisa, Gigi Garachadagi, who used semaglutide to drop from 138 to 110 pounds, acknowledged the controversy surrounding shortages for diabetic patients, but was open about her use. This highlights an ethical dilemma. Incredible demand, partly fueled by Hollywood, has contributed to shortages, making it harder for type 2 diabetes patients to get the medicine originally intended for them. The celebrity stories about Ozempic are more than just weight loss gossip. They're deeply personal accounts that expose the hidden pressures of fame and the unpredictable fallout of a medical revolution. The unfiltered confessions from Amy Schumer, Stephen Fry, Sharon Osbourne, and Remy Bader reveal a pattern of debilitating sickness, uncontrollable weight loss, and destructive rebound effects, proving this is no simple magic fix. These stories are just the beginning. and the conversation is only getting louder. What do you think about the rise of Ozempic in Hollywood? Is it a helpful medical tool or a dangerous trend? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you want more deep dives into the stories everyone's talking about, make sure to like and subscribe.